The NHL trade deadline is creeping up, and for the Edmonton Oilers, this isn't just another deadline. This could be the deadline. The window is open, the pressure is real, and the big question is simple. What are the Oilers going to do about it? Do they go all in and swing for a major piece? Do they prioritize a shutdown defenseman? Do they try to get a top 6 winger? Or does management believe this roster, as constructed, is already good enough to contend? We've seen this team dominate, we've seen them struggle defensively, we've seen flashes of cup potential and moments that raise serious questions. So what should we realistically expect from the Oilers this week? Let's talk about it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode right here on Above Average. I'm YouTube Trev, and thank you for clicking on today's video. Really appreciate it. We've got lots to talk about. We've got lots to discuss. The Edmonton Oilers, man. How about them Edmonton Oilers? Yeah, just over an hour ago, the Oilers placed Andrew Mangiapane on waivers. Same with Alex Regula. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into what I think the Oilers will do. What can they do coming up? So brace yourselves, as you see in the headline. Brace yourselves, Oilers fans, because I don't think they're going to do much. I really don't. What are they going to do? What can they do? They can't do much, okay? Let's hop right into this video. Like always, guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to leave a like. It really helps get my videos out there. Drop a comment down below because I interact with every single one. What are your thoughts? Question of the video. Do they go all in this year? Do they go all in? Because I don't think they do. I don't think they should. I think this year is a freaking one-off. Just let this year be done. Like, I'm already looking forward to next year. That's how I'm approaching it come deadline. But what are your thoughts? Drop a comment down below. Should the Oilers go all in? Should they? I interact with every single one, okay? Let me hear it. I'm very curious what you guys have to say. And if your comment gets the most likes in my next video, I'll be giving it a shout out. So there's that as well. But, man, where to start, man? Being an Oilers fan, covering this team, there's always something. They give you something to talk about every single game. And it's funny because they come off the break, they play the Ducks, and they lose. Since the break, since coming back, they played 3 games. In those 3 games, they've scored more goals than any team in the NHL. They've also let in more goals than any team in the NHL. So that's kind of where they're at. That's where they're at. You know what's funny? I saw a tweet today that just sums up everything with this organization so well. And if I can find it, I'll find it. I'll put it on the screen right now. But look at this. Look at this. If you can't read what it says 2015, when they drafted McDavid, what were the Oilers' biggest needs? Goaltending, defense. 11 years later, what are the Oilers' biggest needs? Goaltending and defense. So we'll get into that, but man, it's tough to watch this team. It really is. I will say right now their offense is clicking, and it looks like it's as good as it's been all season long. I personally believe that just from what I've seen. They're not battling it. They're finding ways to score goals, which at times this year is a little bit of a struggle, but it's not just Connor and Leon. You're getting a little bit of mix from the bottom 6 in there as well, which is good. But man, this team cannot keep the puck out of their nets. And before people say, oh, Trev, you said Stuart Skinner was crap. You ran him out of town and, you didn't believe in his goaltending. Look what he's able to do in Pittsburgh right now. He's crushing it. I saw, he's crushing it, and then he has a bad game, and then he crushes it, and then he has a bad game. I will say, though, if you really are, a subscriber to this channel, or you hear me on air, or I work out on radio, this year, I didn't fault Skinner nearly as much as years prior. I didn't. Like, a handful of times where I was critiquing Skinner. The rest of the year, this is terrible. Like, look at what they're doing in front. I was blaming leadership. I was blaming Connor and Leon. I was blaming Darnell Nurse. I was blaming everyone in front more than I was goaltending. And if you don't believe me, well, that's tough to do because there's recordings. I can find it. I've said it. When this team is on, when this team does decide to play defense, I'm very curious to see how the goaltending will respond because I think I'm still so much more at ease with the 2 that they have in net right now when this team decides to commit to team defense. we have not really seen that much. Connor Ingram at times has looked good. Tristan Jarry, I mean, he started strong, came back from injury, hasn't looked really good at all. But if Stuart Skinner was here, I'd be saying the same thing. Right now, it's team defense. They're atrocious. So that brings us to the deadline and why you guys have clicked on this video. What are they going to do, Trev? What are they going to do? Your thumbnail, brace yourselves, Oilers fans. What does this all mean? What's going to happen? I don't think anything's going to happen. I really, there might be one or two trades, but I know there's talks of OEL coming to Edmonton, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Does he move the needle? I don't see this team right now nearly as good as they were last year. Not even close. This isn't a Stanley Cup contending team, so it doesn't really matter what they do or don't do. It's going to be pointless. I think it's going to be pointless. I think this team could be eliminated first round. I could see them going maybe as far as the second round. But you got to remember, are they a wild card team right now? I think they are. Yeah, I think they're a wild card team. If they even make the playoffs, right? I still think they're going to make the playoffs, but why go all in? This is my rationale. Why go all in on a team that's not going to go far, right? I think you keep your assets as much assets as possible. You got a lot of cap space this summer. And next year, when, the cookie crumbles maybe a little bit different, that's when you go all in. Because I don't think, getting OEL, getting a top six winger, is that going to make this team a contender? No. I think they're not nearly as close to a team as they were last year. Draisaitl said it. Everyone said it. It's true. Just watch who they are. There's no identity on this team. They're lost. They have no idea what they're doing. They're atrocious defensively. Can they score? Yeah. Can they play good at times? Yeah. Look what they did against the Kings. Was it the Kings? Also, yeah. But I don't see why you would put any assets out there, try to bolster this lineup when, in my opinion, I don't think they can go nearly as far. I don't. You've got the Colorado Avalanche, who are a wagon. You've got the Minnesota Wild, who are an absolute wagon. And then the Dallas Stars. The Oilers are so lucky to be in the Pacific Division, because if they weren't, they would not be in a playoff spot right now. And that's alarming. It's crazy. So, yeah, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. That's where I'm at. What do you guys think? You think the Oilers are going to do anything crazy? I would be blown away if they make out of the dark, a shot out of the dark with Jake Wallman trade. And be is there anyone out there? And that's not really who the Oilers need. They need some grit. They need someone who just only thinks defense. If they're getting a defenseman, only. And that's the thing. OEL's a puck-moving guy. He's having a career year. Their best year in quite some time for Toronto. That's great. Is that who the Oilers need? Really? I don't think so, man. It's too bad he's not a few years younger and not a captain on another team. And, his cap hit is a little bit up there, but Radko Gudas, I want someone mean on the blue line for the Oilers. That's who you need. You need someone that's all defense. I'm going to make this guy's life hell as he comes over the blue line. They do not have that. They do not have that at all. And it's fairly obvious. So, I don't know. Goaltending, they're obviously not going to do anything. They can't really do anything. As far as forwards go, what are you going to do? Who's out there? You're not going to... Ryan O'Reilly, people are speculating. I doubt it. There's no way. Why? That's where I'm at. I'm expecting, as is all of Oilers, oil country, they're expecting to be a trade to be made. Probably as soon as tomorrow. That would make the most sense. They send down a few guys to free up cap, so something might happen. But also, it's weird, this whole Mangiapane thing, it's not even close. If you've been watching the games, he's playing his best hockey by far all season long. And now's the time that of course, that's just how it is, right? So I thought he's looked okay the last few games. It's 3 games, whatever. But I don't know, man. The Oilers are in shambles, and I hope I'm not trying to burst your bubble, and I don't want you to be mad, being oh, you just made my day. You ruined my day, Trev. You ruined my day. Well, I'm not, I'm just, this is just where I'm at with this team, and what I see and what I expect. I don't expect anything crazy. It's not like years prior where I was like, ooh, like they could make a run. They could make a pretty big piece. They could acquire a big piece. I don't think that's happening, and I will be blown away if they do anything like that. I really will. So it's crazy. It's crazy times in oil country. It really, really is. But what are your thoughts, guys? As always, maybe they do make a huge trade. I'm going to do a video on it. Like, oh my gosh, that was insane. I was not expecting that. But the truth is, my truth, my opinion, I think just don't go all in. Just ride it out. See what you can do. Like, I think you've been so close 2 years in a row now. You want to get that motivation back. And after losing, just seeing McDavid, it's got to affect you. Like being on the ice, McDavid's he's on ice for a lot of goals against recently. And every time he's starting to like throw his hands up, man, more so than I've ever seen in his entire life. He's fed up. Get this guy a break. Like, I'm sorry, I know you want to contend, but if I'm management, I'm sitting McDavid down and I'm showing him two paths, okay? We either go all out this year, we can get this guy, and we can make a push, okay? Or we kind of just hold, we keep what we got right now. We see how far we can go out this year, how far we can go into the playoffs. Maybe we can make a run. I don't know. If we get out early, you guys get some much-deserved time off. It's been a long few years. We come back next season even stronger, even more motivated. Get that fire that you had the last few seasons, Connor. And then we'll have even more assets to put on a team that I think will be a lot better next year. What do you say, Connor? And I don't know. Obviously, I don't know if those conversations are had. That's how I would approach it, and I would go all in next year. This is not a year to go all in. So that's my thoughts, guys. But what do you think? Trade deadline. It's coming, baby. Yeah, I got some videos coming out. Who's out there? I don't know. I really don't think there's going to be a crazy big splash this year. I think it's going to be a boring trade deadline, and maybe I'll use this as a clip in my next video. Be like, ha, remember when I said this? But that's all I got for this one, guys, and I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I'm just putting this out there. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. As always, I read and interact with every single one in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, I'm YouTube Trev. This is Above Average. Talk all things hockey here. Starting to talk a little bit more than just Oilers, which is great. We've got an awesome video coming out pretty soon here. It's a very good conversation piece as well. So, yeah, thanks for all the continued support, guys. And as always, drop a comment down below. The most liked comment in this video will get a shout out in my next video, brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca. Look at this. You want a nice clock like this? Go check them out. Tell them Trevor sent you, okay? That's all I got. Oilers fans, oil country. Let's see what happens the next 24 hours, but I'd be stunned if anything big happens. I think this is going to be a snooze fest of a trade deadline. Not just for the Oilers, but for a lot of teams. We'll see if I'm right. Time will tell. I'll see you in the next one. Don't be average when you can be above average. Peace.